Mahama spokesperson and then Sembi Ababe Tuja, and we've all realized that before the 2024 election, December 7th, there were a whole lot of arguments about the EC, how she was even officiating, and even the issues arising here from ballot papers and a stamp and validating to say some of the validating stamps too open and conformity as a fraud a print and even talking about some of the EC materials and open together with a whole lot of things. At the point in time, there were shortages of EC papers, ballot papers in the Volta region, and also Kufuridiano, they had to bend some because some of those EC papers, it was compromised. Now, in all of this, one question is the same. One question on Ghanaians is that will this EC boss, current EC boss, Mensa, will she stand the test of time? The former EC boss, Charlotte Mensa, was the EC boss who was appointed by then President John Dramani Mahama. But ultimately, a brand people for by a code of conduct, say a brand notice or maybe it went against the EC rules and regulations. Because of that, they used that particular code of conduct and a code of ethics. So they installed or perhaps appointed a new EC boss, Jen Mensa. Now, in all of this, it was leading up to last 4 years, 2020 and this year elections. That's why this year, I'm forecast that this woman, she has clearly shown that she is not on the side of any party, but she's on the side of this particular ruling party. So there's concerns about so. And currently, Mahama spokesperson, Joyce Bawa, on the same during an interview, or party say NDC government is not ruling out actually hammering this particular new EC with also a code of conduct. Or maybe she a day and 1 year wrong. Even if they will use that against her and they will make sure they will sack her and I say they will demote her. So this was what she said, that this particular statement. I know a lot of people were really shocked. Say, hey, EC does it mean say Sisi and a tradition say anytime EC recall say for the past 20-something years, since 1992, Afarijan was the EC boss who officiated the elections of Jerry John Rawlings, Kufuor, and even at Amels up until resigning in 2016. And Kufuor resigning in 2016. So when this particular administration, so in 2012 rather, so when this particular administration, Charlotte or say EC boss who was appointed somewhere between 2015 and 2016, this particular Charlotte say no, ocean code of conduct as a pure NDC woman. At the point in time, she was even standing for a member of parliament on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress. So for her, and for her, the conflict of interest was so much broad. We know that this particular EC boss, let me just frame it nicely. Her days are numbered.
In the next few days, President John Dramani Mahama will certainly be making some key announcements. Note that one of the main things really is about the constitutional amendment and review process. Now we have a supreme majority in Parliament. I know that this is something that every single Ghanaian is looking forward to.
So we'll see a change of the
we'll
constitution.
Definitely see that immediately.
There's also a view that you may go after the Chief Justice, you will go after the Electoral Commission chairperson. What would you say to us about that?
Look, I was thinking that the EC chairperson was going to resign yesterday.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Why?
Because we are in a secular state, and you spend all this time telling us what to do and what not to do. She traced the whole thing, telling us that there was elections are what? Are processed, they are what? Look, my brother, they've been incompetent, to say the least. There are too many partisans there. They're all the arm twisting. When the will of the people is up against you, there's nothing you can do. Look at the level. Look. One of the reasons why we have these pockets of violence even is because it took too long for the EC to declare the results. They counted the presidential. By the time we all went to bed, we knew the main vanquished had actually been thrown in the towel. What were they waiting for?
But she said it's a process. She has to go through the process.
My brother,
72
you also know that there are a lot of impatient people out there. And what is it that displays your level of engagement or the level of efficiency? I give you 72 hours. You deliver in maybe 48 hours. It means you're up to task. And you've heard today many CSOs condemning the activities of the EC.
You don't think Jean Mensa should continue to chair the EC?
Look at the amounts. Have you gone to cross-check the costs of all the ballot sheets that have been destroyed, burnt, because of mistakes, elementary mistakes? Thank God for our technical team. They did a yeoman's job by keeping that EC in check. In fact, they did half of the work. I think that she should have. In her place, I would have.
So as soon as she finished
I
announcing
would
John
simply
Mahama,
have done that. Absolutely, like she said, it is finished. It should be finished for her as well.
now that she has not gone, you think there will be steps? Or you
If Sharafa left for elementary breaches, then she has no business being there, if you ask me. And I personally think, from a very professional perspective, that everything to do with the EC needs a complete reform, and hopefully to form part of the constitutional amendment process.
So you reset the EC?
We ought to.
And you start with sending Mensa home?
And delete all the partisans who are there. And she herself has displayed enormous prejudice and bias towards the NDC.
So she should go?
She should go, and I think she ought to respect herself and leave.
What would be your, considering that you've also been attacking the judiciary, especially the Supreme Court, are there any plans for the judiciary?
Man, don't use words, because you want to use them. Why would we be attacking the judiciary? Why? What good is it to us?
You gave them names.
When the Afrobarometer report came out, what did that have to do with us? It wasn't us speaking, it wasn't the NDC. It was the good people of Ghana, the generality of the citizens are dissatisfied.
You think the judiciary needs a reset too?
Of course, they need better leadership. The Chief Justice must sit up and show little or no prejudice whatsoever. Look at what happened recently in the matter between the Speaker of Parliament. And today, let's celebrate the experienced Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honourable Abagbin. He saved us a lot. And I think it also brought to bear just all that was wrong with the New Patriotic Party. Today, I've been the butt of many attacks because I dared to criticize the Honourable Afenyo Martin for what he said about Professor Nana Jino Pokwajima. You see, this is all that is wrong with our society. And I'll tell Afenyo, send your wounds out whatever you want. You are returning to Parliament in a very distasteful manner, in a way that you did not imagine. You will now have to eat humble pie and respect that side that you so disrespect and abhor so much. Now we are fully in charge. And I expect our parliamentarians to display to the best of their capacity and ability. Let Ghanaians know that the NDC is a broad-based party of mass political appeal. That for us, Ghana is a home. We have no others. And that we intend to help reset Ghana. If you reset the economy effectively, remember that it will trickle down and everything else will improve. A few days ago, someone said something interesting. That as soon as the government started to look like they were losing, things started to improve automatically.
So the stocks are happy?
Absolutely, everybody's happy.
We need to go, but what position is Judge Barrow going to occupy in the Mahama government?
To be honest with you, Umaru, as one of those who have suffered so much over the years, I only told God to do one thing. Father, Lord, please don't disgrace me. Be sure to make my boss win and win massively. I didn't think that God was going to rain these showers of blessings on me. I am even more humbled, and I thank the good Lord that the man that I serve stands today vindicated and stands to lead Ghana once more, contrary to all the expectations and all the bad wishes of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia.
But that's not the answer to my question.
Has come true for us.
What position is Joyce Barrow going to occupy?
You know I'm too good to answer that question. I will not.
That's Joyce Barrow Muktari. She was a deputy minister for transport. When her boss left, she was running the ministry for like 1 year. So maybe, dear President John Mahama.
You didn't know me when I was a deputy minister.
I knew you.